The super stocks. Off of turn number 4, 25 laps. Tyler Nicely, Ryan Thomas lead us off of turn number 4. Point leader Tyler Nicely going to jump to the early race lead. Ryan Thomas looking awfully strong on the outside. Can he get around Nicely? Nope, Nicely going to power away from him. Hoffman, last night's winner, can he go back-to-back? Mike McKinney, tonight's fast-time qualifier, side-by-side with David Stremme down the front straightaway. That's for 4th. Give it to Mike McKinney. He'll have 4th. At the line, Tyler Nicely would lead it over the number 2 of Nick Hoffman and the number T9 of Ryan Thomas. Thomas, Hoffman side-by-side for 2nd, trying to make it 3 wide for the race lead down the front straightaway. Hoffman to the inside of Nicely. Not going to happen. Hoffman has his number 2 underneath the 25, looking for the race lead. He'll take the lead down the back straightaway. Nicely answers on the outside. Door to door, they're 2 by 2 by 2 off of turn 4. It's Hoffman to the lead this time. Last time it was by a bumper. Now it's from bumper to bumper down the back straightaway. Hoffman Nicely. Here comes Mike McKinney to the inside of Ryan Thomas. Battle for 3rd. Nicely still trying the outside groove here. The bottom looking good for Hoffman as he'll continue to show the way as he extends his lead little by little over the 25N. Down the back straightaway, Mike McKinney trying to get around Ryan Thomas. Devin Gilpin following in 5th with Stremme 6th. Down the back straightaway, here comes the number C9, or T9, excuse me, Ryan Thomas. Back to the outside of McKinney. McKinney, nope, gonna run away right around the bottom. In the heat race, that's where he was running, and then got passed on the top, but right now he's staying true to the bottom as he gets around Ryan Thomas for 3rd. Now can he reel in the 25 and Nicely for 2nd and start getting to work on Hoffman. Still plenty of time to go. 19 laps still to go at the Brownstown Speedway. Down the back straightaway, Hoffman now going to jump to about a good 3 to 4 car length lead over Nicely. Then Mike McKinney, Ryan Thomas, Devin Gilpin. Here comes Kenny Wallace in 36, trying to get around Jacoby Hines and David Stremme. Wallace currently running 8th. Down the front straightaway, here comes the Herminator, Kenny Wallace on the move. Trying to get 6th from David Stremme. Stremme head at the line. Wallace going to get around him in the inside. Both Stremme and Wallace wheel to wheel off of turn number 4. It's going to be Kenny Wallace right around the bottom, jumping to the 6th position. Side by side for 2nd, Kenny Wallace to the inside of Tyler Nicely. Battle for 2nd as they were 3 wide with Roger Jackson in the J1 down the front straightaway. Jackson a lap down. It's Mike McKinney getting around the 25 and a Tyler Nicely for 2nd. Nicely staying true to the outside. They're wheel to wheel for the runner-up honors down the front straightaway. Hoffman this time 15 laps to go. 10 in and Hoffman pulling away from your field, has a good chunk of real estate between him and 2nd as they battle for 2nd. Nicely and the 96 Emma Mike McKinney. Good battle there. That's for 3rd. For 2nd and 4th is Ryan Thomas. 5th is Gilpin. 6th is Kenny Wallace. 7th is Stremme. 8th is the 115 of Jacoby Hines. Then Hunt Gossam and Spencer Hughes, Meridian, Mississippi racer, running 10th here in car number 7 with Will Krupp in the K19. The 00 Jeremy Owens, the 46 of Tim Rivers, the 09 of Chad Combs, and the 29J of Jordan Weaver, your top 15. Back to the front we go. Nick Hoffman about to encounter the rear end of the field. The number MB4 of Marty Lindemann out of Clay City, Illinois. Right around the bottom where your leader is. Slides up on turn number 4. Hoffman knows he has to get around him. This time by, even though he still has a straightaway lead over the 25N of Tyler Nicely, who got back around the 96 Emma McKinney for 2nd. Ryan Thomas to the inside of McKinney, looking for 3rd. McKinney going to pull away from him down the back straightaway. Thomas going to sidestep him there off of turn number 4. It's Tyler Nicely. Still a 2nd in the battle for 3rd, or wheel to wheel. Now Lindemann and the number 27 DeYoung going to go a lap down as those two drivers are a lap down in between your leader and 2nd place Tyler Nicely. So Nicely has a whole straightaway to reel in Hoffman, but also 2 lap cars to get around him as we're 15 laps in, 10 laps to go for the Mooresville, North Carolina racer, Nick Hoffman. Getting to work here on the number 29. J of Jordan Weaver. Weaver about to go a lap down the back straightaway. Nicely still has 2nd. The number T9 of Ryan Thomas, what a good bounce back for him. He's running 3rd. Mike McKinney 4th. Gilpin running 5th in the number 1G. So this time Hoffman now going to go to the outside to get around the number 29J, of Weaver. And Weaver a lap down now. The number 46 car to Tim Rivers, who's running 14th, is about to go a lap down Right in front of Rivers, a good battle for 13th. The 09 and Chad Combs in the 00, Jeremy Owens. And now the caution is out as Roger Jackson. Caution lights are out. 8 trips to go around the Brownstown Speedway. Nick Hoffman trying to go back-to-back and get his third Hell Tour victory here in 2019. He leads us off of 4. Brian Thomas trying to get back around Tyler Nicely on the outside, but Nicely with a nice run in the bottom. He'll jump back to second. Mike McKinney, Gilpin. Here comes Wallace in the number 36. Trying to crack the top 5. Here comes the Herminator. Nicely, Hoffman, top 2 right around the bottom. Brian Thomas trying to get around him in the outside. Mike McKinney on the bottom as well, trying to get back to third. 3-car battle for second. Can McKinney get underneath Nicely? Down the front straightaway, Thomas to the outside and Nicely battling for second. Not going to happen. It's going to be Hoffman. Over Nicely, Williams, McKinney. Now Kenny Wallace into the top 5 as he gets around Devin Gilpin. Devin Gilpin going to get sidestepped by the number 35 of David Stremme. Stremme to the inside of Gilpin. Down the front straightaway. How about Kenny Wallace? Started 11th and has worked his way into the top 5. He has moved up 6 positions. Here comes the Arnold, Missouri racer, Kenny Wallace. David Stremme, Devin Gilpin going to follow him off of turn number 4. This time, 4 laps to go for Nick Hoffman. Nicely follows with Thomas. McKinney, Wallace. 3 wide for the top 6. Gilpin, Gossam, Stremme, give it to Hunt Gossam as he's going to get around David Stremme. Kevin Gilpin going to win that 3-car battle down the front straightaway. Here comes Gossam to the inside, and now Hunt Gossam going to jump to 6. Down the back straightaway, here comes the Kentucky driver, Hunt Gossam. Kenny Wallace going to go underneath the number 96M of Mike McKinney. You know, what a good guy. Kenny Wallace, well, first off, Lindemann made it to the last chance showdown, went to the feature, didn't have enough fuel. Kenny Wallace gave him 5 gallons of fuel to run the feature, and Lindemann is having a good time out there running the feature. Made the start, good points night for him, and Kenny Wallace gave him some fuel, and look, it's really paying off. What goes around comes around, and Kenny Wallace going to work his way to 4th here in the number 36. But off of turn number 4, race fans, out of Mooresville, North Carolina, picking up his 3rd win on the tour in 2019, Hoffman wins at Brownstown.